long night for the Brooklyn Nets.
Westbrook is now 7 of 11 from the field. Oh, Durant! That is a man's jam!
Hey guys, welcome back to Quarter Sports. Thanks for joining the show. So Kevin Durant and the Nets do not look as hot as they did in that clip right now. Tonight they're going up against the Dallas Mavericks at 8:30 Eastern Time. And Kevin Durant and the Nets are injured. And it almost seems like the entire team is injured. So I just thought I'd bring some news from the Nets about the game tonight and the injuries that are going on. So the latest news with injury is Kyrie Irving is out with a shoulder injury, so he will not be playing tonight against the Dallas Mavericks. So the Nets are without Kyrie. He will miss Saturday's game against Dallas Mavericks for what the team has said is a right shoulder injury. So of course this is just an extra blow. Of course, Kevin Durant is out with a hamstring injury, and they said yesterday. Steve Nash said that he will be out. Kevin Durant will not return from his hamstring strain until after the NBA's All-Star break. So I know this season is kind of weird. So if you don't know when the All-Star break is, because usually it would have already passed, but for this year it's going to be March 7th, 2021, so that is next weekend. So at least for the next week, Kevin Durant will not be playing because he has suffered a left hamstring strain. But Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving are not the only Nets players injured. Unfortunately, Jeff Green also has a right shoulder contusion. He is going to play. And then Reggie Perry from the G League is out, but I mean, I don't know. That's not really relevant. Who cares about the G League? And then, of course, Spencer Dinwiddie has a problem with his ACL. He is also out. So, yeah, it's looking like it's going to be up to James Harden tonight and my personal favorite player on the Nets, Nicholas Claxton. and I'm not the only one who thinks Nicholas Claxton is going to get an opportunity to play more now that there's all these injuries. This, according to NetsDaily.com, Nick Claxton's opportunity finally arrives after a series of injuries. Nicholas Claxton's time has finally arrived for the Nets. At least that's what everybody hopes. I hope so too. I like Nicholas Claxton. Averages 7.5 points, 1.5 blocks, 1 assist. Yeah, he's a pretty solid player. Defensive rebounds too. Yeah, I mean he's not great, but he's also, this is his second season in the league. I think he can develop and be a pretty good player. And I hope that with all the injuries, that if he gets to play, he puts up some good numbers and proves that he's a pretty good player. Of course, he's coming out of Georgia. I think he's a good player. He's my personal favorite player on the Nets. Obviously, he's not the best player on the Nets, but I like watching him play, and I hope he can be a good asset for the Nets. But really, I think we all know this. It's going to come down to James Harden. He's probably just going to have to take over and basically run the team, and we'll see how it goes. 24.9 points, 0.1 points better than he had with Houston this season. So his assists have gone up by an entire 1 assist. I mean, playing with Kevin Durant and Kyrie, I guess you would expect that. But yeah, so it's going to be up to James Harden. The Nets are injured, all of them pretty much. Jeff Green, he's going to play. Spencer Dinwiddie's hurt. Kevin Durant's hurt. Kyrie Irving's hurt. And so I think James Harden will just kind of have to take over and play tonight and score most of the points and do everything. But I hope Nicholas Claxton can also be an asset and prove that he can play now that he's going to get more time due to all the injuries. So we'll see. Again, Brooklyn playing the Mavs. We'll see what Steve Nash does with the lineups. I don't know. 22-12, 15-6. This probably isn't great for their standings. If they start losing while everyone's injured, we're going to see the Nets fall. So right now they're number 2 in the East, right behind the 76ers. So we'll just have to see. These next few games could be critical when it comes to the standings in the Eastern Conference. So hopefully the injuries don't hold back the Nets. And that's going to wrap it up for me. Thanks for watching Quarter to Quarter Sports, and I will see y'all next time.